Ooh-wee, that was a doozy. What up, what up? I'm Tom Smoke, and this is the post-workout pump check. Golly, we did the p90x week 1, day 6, kenpo x. And boy, that was a lot of shoulders, a lot of arms, a lot of hips, a lot of legs, a lot of torso, a lot of twisting and turning. But we did that. Boy, oh boy, that was an hour workout. Dominated. And if you stuck it out with me, congratulations. You just did that. You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of myself. Not a lot of people came to the dance. And some people came to the dance. They came to the party, but they didn't want to dance. But we did. We came with our dancing shoes ready to get down. And get down we did. Hell yeah. I was wearing a 1 pound weighted wrist weights, 2.5 pound ankle weights, and a 20 pound weighted vest. Damn, I'm cooked. Working all the muscles. Working all the muscles. Hell yeah, I'm getting shredded this year. And men over 40, it's not too late. Summertime is upon us. We're still in the first week of the 90-day challenge. You can pick it up right where we're at. That's the nice thing about the P90X is you could do it anytime in the 13-week program. Just drop right in and start making some gains. Even if it's a recovery week, they're still tough. Trust me. So still doing the diet pretty much. Kind of eating as I get hungry. So I had my eggs this morning. Then I waited a little bit. Had my lunch. And I kind of got hungry again. Had 2 packs of tuna. Then I got a little hungrier when I got home and had another piece of chicken drumstick. And then I ate some canned chicken, and that was good. And that's all I've had so far. And I'm probably not going to have anything else to eat tonight. I might have a piece of fruit or an apple or something. But it's just some of them things you got to deal with if you're trying to get lean. You're going to be hungry on again and off again. But do keep in mind that a lot of those stomach kind of pains and the cramps and stuff, sometimes that's your digestion working. Sometimes if you're walking a lot and if you're not eating as much food, you will tend to consolidate the material and get rid of it at once. So there might be an 18-hour, 20-hour window where you're just not having any bowel movements, and then you might just have a big old dookie and get rid of all of it. So sometimes when you're hungry, you're really hungry. Sometimes that's just cramps and you're bloated. Maybe it's gas. Who knows? You might just be thirsty. So think about that when you're in your diet, to stay hydrated and to be mindful of your hunger cues. And if you have a set schedule where you have your meal times, you can retrain your brain to know when it's time to eat. And that way you're not thinking about food all throughout the day, or you're not thinking about what the next snack is or something to fight your hunger. You got to master your cravings and hold out a little bit. Because if you can't trust yourself to have self control, who can you trust? And you're only going to fail yourself when you cheat. For instance, I had an ice cream sandwich a couple days ago. I kind of wanted to get an ice cream sandwich today, but then I thought I would rather get an ice cream with my daughter and my son so that I can enjoy that with them instead of eating that ice cream by myself when nobody's around, just because it looked good and I wanted to eat it. So I didn't have it. I did have it the last time, but not the most recent time, because I'm trying to think about the weekend, and I'm trying to think about how I'm going to be looking, how my progress is going, and I don't want to set myself back by nickel and diming my diet, because that's the biggest trap of all. It's easy to lose track of a handful of nuts, an extra scoop of, butter or whatever, jelly, whatever the little condiments are. It all adds up. Ketchup to coffee, the creamer, everything, everything. So if you're in a diet, if you've got a set meal plan that you're doing, it's okay to have something that's outside of the meal plan, have some candy or donut or whatever, but just the one time, have some self control. If you want to treat yourself, earn it. Treat yourself, you know, but don't overindulge. Don't cheat yourself. There's a difference. You're a man. You're an adult. You got to act like it. If you're trying to lose this weight, if you're trying to get in shape and get ripped, you got to pay the price. You got to pay the admission fee if you want to get to Shredsville. That shit ain't free, baby. It's time, it's work, it's effort, it's patience, consistency. All that stuff adds up to the total package. How you look is how you represent yourself when you go out into the world. It's your business card. Without even saying nothing, it's nonverbal communication of who you are. So when you walk into a room and you look sloppy and you look all messy and your beard's hanging out, your hair's not cut, you look like shit, what do you think people are going to think about you? Compare that to somebody else who walks in and their clothes fit nice, their shave is on, haircut's nice and lined up, they got all their stuff in a nice tight package, and it's presentable, it's ready to go. That's what the boss is looking for. That's what the women are looking for. That's what business people are looking for. They're looking for winners. And if you can't represent who you are outside of the house, other than lazy, don't give a fuck, sloppy, and fat, what kind of message is that sending to everybody else that you're walking around? You go to the gas station, you might get mugged. The bad guys might think you're a pushover, might go try to take your car or something. You might be, standing in line at the Burger King and somebody cuts the line in front of you because the last thing you need is another Whopper. I don't know. But if you're fit and if you look like you respect yourself, other people are going to respect you as well. Because the last thing somebody wants to do is upset somebody else that might be official or might be somebody important. And when you look good, you look important. And that's an important thing to know. You stand out, you're an attention getter, and you command your presence when you walk in the room. They see that you put in time, you put in work, you're honest with yourself, and you're willing to put up with the tough decisions to get the results that you want. So I'm telling you now, if you've been spending your time in the gym, wasting time, spending your money on personal trainers, gimmick fad diets, and a bunch of other stuff, a gym membership on top of all that, start messing with the P90X and the P90X3. Lock in your diet and just give it time, because you can make more progress doing this at home than all that time you spend at the gym. And you're investing in your own stuff that you get to keep, and it doesn't cost you $10,000 and take up a whole room in the house. And if you still can't get it, I can help. We got a Discord group growing with like-minded individuals, men predominantly, that want to get more info and get more support about losing weight, losing fat, getting in shape, and the mindset to succeed. We also have an additional members area for a little more uh, available contact with me, video calls, stuff like that. And then there's also one-on-one coaching that's available. So if you think you might be interested and you want a little bit more help, reach out to me on a strategy call, and we can see about locking you into the commander's crew and see if you got what it takes to really make some results and get some serious progress. Because if you're like me, you've been to the gym, you wasted your time, and you got tired of not getting paid. So you're paying yourself by paying it every day, getting that investment into your savings account, putting that time on the clock, getting the time on the books. Because when it's time to cash that check later on, you're going to have enough money or you're going to be broke. I don't know. But when I fall down and I'm 70 or 80, hopefully I'm going to get right back up again instead of busting like a piece of glass. Hopefully I don't need hip surgery, knee surgery, back surgery, shoulder surgery, whatever surgery. Hopefully I stay off the operating table for the rest of my life. I've had enough. So fellas, if you know it's time to make a change, go ahead and do it. If you made some bad decisions in the past, or you are making some bad decisions now, think about your kids, think about yourself, think about your wife and your family, think about your future. What's your life going to be like in 20 years? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be feeling good? Or are you going to be miserable, feeling like shit, wishing you would have started 20 years ago, getting in shape, eating the right thing, not drinking alcohol, not smoking cigarettes, not drinking the sodas and the sweet tea, the cakes and the candies, the cookies, the ice cream, the fast food, the tray bake, the microwave dinner? I've been there. But I got a family now. I got to give my kids the skills to go out in the world on their own. I don't want to train them that microwaving food is how you feed yourself. Ramen noodles is not how you feed yourself. Because I've been there, trust me. That used to be a diet of mine, but not the way I want my kids to have their food set up. So I'm showing them what it takes to be a man, and I am commanding respect because I work hard and I earn it, and everybody can see it because my hard work pays off, and I like to let people see what I'm doing. So you too, man, you get ripped at home, you too can get some results. Lose the fat, look like me, get you a six-pack, lose the last little bit of this stuff. I mean, this used to all spill out over my hands. I got the pictures. This used to spill out over my hands, and now it just hangs over my underwear. If you want results like me, I've got the blueprint. I can show you how to build it, but you got to do it yourself. And if you still need help, again, I'm available. Join the Discord. Hit me up for a one-on-one strategy call, and we'll see about taking care of you because we want you to win, and we want you to get lean, and we want you to be healthy and well and live a long time. I'm Tom Smoke. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below. Follow me on TikTok at Tom Smoke Fitness. We're doing live training every night here on YouTube. Check out my other videos for training, progress, diet tips and advice, and other experience and words of wisdom that I got from being fat and being fit, getting lean and getting ripped. I'm Tom Smoke. And I got ripped last year doing 30-minute workouts. This year I'm getting shredded doing an hour, P90X. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.